What's up, tribe? How's everybody doing today? Hope you're having a glorious day in this beautiful, well, if you're in South Dakota, it's a cold one, but definitely a good day for ice bath. Today we're going to do a little bit longer session. We're going to do a breathwork session, and we're going to do a brief meditation. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to go with it. Just kind of open it up and wing it. The breathwork we're going to do, if you can hear our frequency in the background a little bit, it's that wow, wow. So that's we're going to do the frequency breathwork, which is we're just going to try and take a bunch of little breaths in and little breaths out to kind of follow that frequency pattern. And then we'll do that for a few minutes, and then we'll go into the meditation. So we will go ahead and get started with a breath in. And out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. And all the way out and hold. And a sharp breath in. And hold. Really kind of expand as much as you can. Another just little gulp in. Just keep those lungs just full. And all the way out. And we'll do the frequency breath again for a minute. Out. In. Out. In. Big breath in. And a little bit more. And let it out. Now we're going to the meditation. So what I want you to do is I want you to find a comfortable position, seated upright. Try and sit as balanced as you can. So a couple of the visualizations that I want you to try and go for this time is I want you to imagine your body as a straw, and really as like 4 straws. You'll have the big straw that goes up your spine, and then off of that branch 2 straws that are your arms and 2 straws that are your legs. And so what I want you to do, to try and do, is as we're breathing in, try to imagine pulling energy and breath in through the bottoms of your feet and up through your whole body. And then when you get to the top, to the very tip top of your head, you're almost going to have like a little bubble on the top there where that energy is going to swirl for a second. And then we're going to breathe it out through our hands. And so we're going to do a few deep breaths like that. Be slow and steady, but we're really just going to try and really feel that pushing and pulling of those energies. And one thing that I've noticed that kind of helps is as you're breathing in through your feet, kind of flex your toes up so that it kind of like gives this kind of feeling or impression of like that you're, bringing your feet up. And then as you go out, try and cup your hands out, and just. And so we will go ahead and take a deep breath in. Let it swirl for a couple seconds. And breathe out. Breathe in. Swirl for a couple seconds. And breathe out. Breathe in. Let it swirl for a couple seconds. And breathe out. I want you to gently close your eyes. And I want you to imagine that above your head is an egg of brilliant cosmic light. Imagine this is the light of creation. If you've ever seen any religious paintings, you'll often notice that there are these glowing discs around people's heads, representing the halo or source, God, whatever you want to call it. But really try to envision that halo or that ball or that egg just above the top of your head. Not quite touching, but almost. And what I want you to do is I want you to imagine that ball slowly opening on the bottom, and that light taking on a gluish texture, and it's going to drip down onto the top of your head, and it's going to work its way down through your whole body. And as this brilliant, bright white light translucent light is draining down over the top of your head and working its way down your hairline, into your eyebrows, through the tops of your ears and along the back of your head, down to your spine. And you notice that its stickiness is absorbing all of those toxicities in your body, whether that be chemicals or toxic thoughts, trapped emotions, stuck energies. It's just going to go ahead and just gather up all those. It's going to continue to work its way down through your eyes. You'll notice as it works its way through your eyelids that your eyes are just barely touching. Not enough so that you can see out of, but so that there's just a minimal amount of effort. It'll work its way down through the bottoms of your eyes, and you'll notice your eyes relax. You'll feel it continue to go down the bridge of your nose, through your top lip, and as it reaches your jaw, you notice that your mouth hangs slightly open, and your tongue settles to the floor of your mouth. It continues to work its way down through the bottom of your lower jaw, through your neck, down each one of your cervical vertebrae, and into your shoulders. And as it works its way down through your shoulders, through your biceps and triceps, and as it goes down each one of the vertebrae in your back, through each one of your ribs, through your heart and your lungs, and all of your internal organs, through your elbows, your forearms, through your wrists and into your hands. And as it slowly works its way to the ends of your fingers, you feel as it passes through every single joint, every single gateway. You feel it's getting a little bit thicker, and you notice that it's getting a little bit more opaque. It's not as clear as it once was. It's become cloudy with all of those toxic thoughts, toxic chemicals, toxic feelings, and toxic self-talk. And as it works its way down into your hips and reaches the tips of your fingers, you notice that it begins to drip off the ends of your fingers and onto the earth. It continues to work its way down through your legs, through your thighs and your glutes, down into your knees and your shins, ever moving slowly down, getting thicker and thicker as it works its way to your ankles, over the tops and bottoms of your feet, into your toes, and once again drips off the ends of your toes onto the earth. You notice as it pools on the top of the surface of the earth that it's no longer a brilliant translucent light. It's no longer see-through. It has gained texture and color so that it's like a thick glue, a thick paste. And it slowly drains through the soil and underneath the surface of the earth. You notice that as it all drains into the earth, that you can see the outline of it just below the surface. And it begins to pulsate, slowly at first, but gathering momentum. And you notice that the faster that it pulsates, the clearer it becomes, as the earth recycles those energies, cleans them up, and begins to replace all of those toxic chemicals with the elements needed to repair those places where those toxic chemicals were. All the building blocks of life, the amino acids, all of the proteins and all of everything that your body needs to feel healthy and whole. And at the same time, it's replacing all of those negative thoughts and toxic emotions, all that toxic self-talk, with its polar opposite. I'm not good enough becomes you're more than enough. I'm not worthy becomes you are worthy. I'm not attractive becomes you are a beautiful soul, divine in your own right. And you notice that the faster and faster that this pulsates, and just before it becomes a solid beam of light, you notice that it launches itself back out of the earth. And just as it begins to go through your feet, up through your knees and your hips and your legs, up into your groin, jumps back into your fingers, through your hands and your wrists, your forearms, moving faster than it went down, because it's light, full of positivity, healing, compassion, and empathy. And it works its way up through all of your organs, all of your vertebrae in your spine, all of your ribs, up through your forearms and your elbows, and your biceps and your triceps, working its way to your shoulders, into the base of your spine, the base of your neck. And you notice that it's filling all of the cavities that were created when it gathered those negativities with the exact thing that that spot needs to become healed and whole. It continues to work its way up through your neck, through the bottom of your jaw, through your tongue, and up through the roof of your mouth, up through each individual vertebrae in your neck, over your top lip, then up into your nose, along the bridge of your nose and through your sinuses, through your eyes, your eyebrows, into your hairline. And as it reaches the very crest of your top of your skull, it stops for a brief second, creating a back pressure that fills the entire straw of your being with this brilliant healing light. almost to the point of stretching your exterior skin just a little bit. If you imagine images of a flood, as the water moves down the river and it finds things that block its path, the water level rises and builds pressure. And as your pressure builds in your body and continues to rise, you notice that at the base of your sit bones, at the very base of your spine, that is where the pressure builds the most. And just like in a hydroelectric dam, how that pressure has a tunnel to release, so too do you have a tunnel that goes all the way up your spinal column. And as you begin to open that valve, you feel all of the excess pressure work its way up your spine, filling the cavity that runs along your spinal column. And as it's doing so, feel yourself stretch and elongate. Feel your pressure and your balance find that perfect spot. And as this energy travels up your spine, you notice that at each one of the gateways of your chakras, it stops for a brief second, and it begins to spin in a clockwise fashion. And in so doing, begins to turn the turbine of that energy center. You notice that as it begins to turn that turbine, you begin to feel energy pulsating from that chakra and radiating out through your whole body. As that chakra is cleansed, unclogged of all of the things that were dragging it down and bogging it down. And then as soon as that chakra is flowing freely, spinning in that clockwise fashion, the light begins to move up to the next chakra. There are 7 chakras or gateways along this path. We're going to take a few minutes in silence and just visualize as this pressure builds, breaks free each one of those turbines and each one of those energy centers, and begins to get it flowing and rotating in a clockwise fashion. Go at your own pace and allow the pressure to build on each one of your energy centers until you feel it freely moving. Then continue on and open the channel to move to the next gateway. When you reach the crown of your head, just allow that pressure to build and to gently circulate all of the healing energies of each of the chakras throughout your entire circulatory system. If you need to, you can have minute adjustments in your posture to find that spot of perfect balance. Great job, tribe. Now, to finish off this meditation, what I want you to do is I want you to interlace your fingers, make a crown, fold it in on itself so that it creates this point where we can release all the excess pressure in each of our chakras out into the world. We're going to start at our root chakra and work our way up, repeating a mantra at each step along the way. I am a child of the light, blessed by the universe. I am a light worker, bringing light into the world, and the universe responds in kind. I no longer chase that which is not meant for me, for I am a beacon of light and attract that which is. Move up to the next little energy center. I am a child of the light, blessed by the universe. I am a light worker, bringing light into the world, and the universe responds in kind. I no longer chase that which is not meant for me, for I am a beacon of light and attract that which is. Next energy center. I am a child of the light, blessed by the universe. I am a light worker, bringing light into the world, and the universe responds in kind. I no longer chase that which is not meant for me, for I am a beacon of light and attract that which is. I am a child of the light, blessed by the universe. I am a light worker, bringing light into the world, and the universe responds in kind. I no longer chase that which is not meant for me, for I am a beacon of light and attract that which is. I am a child of the light, blessed by the universe. I am a light worker, bringing light into the world, and the universe responds in kind. I no longer chase that which is not meant for me, for I am a beacon of light and attract that which is. I am a child of the light, blessed by the universe. I am a light worker, bringing light into the world, and the universe responds in kind. I no longer chase that which is not meant for me, for I am a beacon of light and attract that which is. I am a child of the light, blessed by the universe. I am a light worker, bringing light into the world, and the universe responds in kind. I no longer chase that which is not meant for me, for I am a beacon of light and attract that which is. Thank you for taking part in this little meditation today. Love and light to you all. I hope you feel better. I hope you feel centered. I hope you feel refreshed. And I hope this was helpful. We're really trying to start this revolution and begin to heal the world around us by healing ourselves first. And every time that you partake in one of these breathwork sessions or meditations, that's exactly what you're doing. You're raising the frequency of yourself, and thereby every single field you come into contact with, every person you bump into, every animal, every living entity that you come across will feel that raise in your vibration. Remember, if this was helpful to you, to like and share, subscribe if you choose. Come back and visit this meditation whenever you need. Love and light, my tribe. May you go out and make a positive impact on this world. For yourself, for your family, for your friends, for your community, for our whole entire race, the human race. There's only one race, the human race. And finally, for this planet. I hope you have a glorious day, my brothers and sisters.